If you're trying to lose weight, it's helpful to have the right foods on hand to fuel your body and provide you with the nutrients you need to feel your best. One of the biggest hurdles we face while trying to lose weight is going off track with our diets. Now, one of the reasons why this happens is because of our environment. For example, let's say you get home tired, hungry, or stressed. When you're in such a physiological state, the part of your brain that controls your willpower, which is the prefrontal cortex, switches off. Your willpower now is at your lowest, and you will be ready to reach for and eat anything that's available, even if you have the best of intentions. Now, the best way to avoid this is to control your environment and be prepared. Now, this is where something as simple as meal prepping comes in handy. What is meal prepping? It is a concept of preparing whole meals ahead of time and can be a helpful tool for anyone, regardless of whether you want to lose, gain, or maintain weight. Now, planning and preparing meals and snacks ahead of time can save you time, reduce stress around meal times, and avoid pitfalls when you come home hungry and tired, and also help improve your diet quality. And this thereby will help you reach and maintain a healthy body weight. It can also help you control portion sizes and hit your nutrition goals more consistently. Now, here are a few tips for meal prepping. Meal prepping can be done for whole meals where you cook the entire recipe and then store them in individual batches for the entire week, or you can cut and prep individual ingredients and keep them ready so that cook time will come down drastically. Now, here are a few things we do as part of meal prep which have helped us over the years. Number one, protein is very important, so we prep our protein, which can be either chicken, fish, tempeh, or tofu. We weigh them into individual portions and marinate them and then freeze, so that cook time becomes as simple as few minutes of sauteing or adding to curry or rice. Second, we cut vegetables and freeze them. Cutting and prepping vegetables takes the most time in the kitchen, and this can be eliminated by freezing chopped veggies. Number three, very important, make a basic curry base and portion it and freeze it. Now, this even works for biryani masala and almost all curries that we make. Next, the question of fresh versus frozen foods arises. Now, this is a debate that is never ending. Our take is, if food is traveling hundreds and thousands of miles to reach you, they're not coming to you fresh or without any preservatives. So, unless you're growing your own veggies and harvesting them and eating them immediately, there is no point to this debate at all. By freezing food, you are not losing any nutrition. And for us personally, convenience trumps over this timeless debate of fresh versus frozen. Finally, a word of caution about handling food the right way. Cooking, storing, and reheating foods at the right temperature can prevent food poisoning. Here are a few food safety guidelines. Number one, make sure your refrigerator is kept at 5 degrees or below and your freezer at minus 18 degrees or below. Refrigerate fresh foods and meats within 2 hours of purchase or cooking. Cool foods before refrigerating or freezing. For quick cooling, spread out cooked foods on shallow containers and immediately place in the freezer or refrigerator. Meats should be cooked until they reach the right temperature of at least 75 degrees centigrade. Thaw frozen foods or meats in your refrigerator instead of on your countertop. For faster thawing, submerge foods along with the container in cold tap water. Now, defrosted foods should only be reheated once. The more number of times you cool and reheat food, the higher the risk of food poisoning. Lastly, label and date your containers if you are storing food for a long period of time in the freezer. Also, make sure you eat refrigerated meals within 3 to 4 days and frozen meals within 3 to 6 months. Make your environment work for you by being prepared for pitfalls. If you like our content on health and wellness, subscribe to our YouTube channel and get notified when we post new content. Comment below and let us know what other topics you would like us to talk about in future videos.